Okay, well, does it say, did you get the countdown?
Wait, it just said recording stopped? No, it's
Oh,
recording.
okay, so let me change the Wi-Fi. 1 second.
Yes.
Are you still there? How's that? How's that?
Yeah.
Good?
As long as I can hear you, that's fine. I think the images are always pixelated because it's doing the recording as well. But
Exactly. And
the
it gives me a
quality is
little bit
high
of a
quality,
heads
yeah.
up, like it'll be better once we record it. Like right now, you look like Nintendo from the
Yeah.
90s. And I look
Same
at
thing for me as
HP, and
well.
I would rather have it the other way.
I know.
By the way, dude,
Well,
like
the
when you
output
were in
is the other way
India,
around,
how
right? So,
wait, so this is recording. So how about this? Like I've never even asked you this.
hmm
So for those of our
hmm
viewers, listeners, man, my niece Van Deezy, he's like my long lost cousin. He's like same age as me, born on the other side of the world, played a similar game just as well, if not better. Like I was playing baseball, he's playing cricket, and I'm studying finance. He's studying software engineering, computer science.
hmm
And what I never got to ask him is, when did you get the Nintendo? And how old were you? And how much did you have to like beg your parents? I don't know if you had to do chores, we had to do all kind of begging chores,
Yeah,
all kind of.
so we never got the Nintendo, but we once in a quarter I used to get permission to rent out a Nintendo for 48 hours.
What once in a wow, first of all, that's fantastic that you had quarterly objectives, like kind of training you. Listen, my niece Van Deezy may or may not be a DZ at a publicly traded.
I'll tell you why a quarter, because in India, in the education system, you know how you have like weekly tests and that's how you get graded and all. India, it's
Right.
different. You have a you have an exam, a full-blown exam where you basically go and write your exam for 3 hours once every 90 days. So
And is
when
that
you
to
finish
allow
your
you to go
exam,
to the next step, or is that just
yeah,
to give you
yeah.
extra?
No, that's to go to the next grade. So after every 90 days, like parents would ask, like, hey, what do you want to do? And the answer would be, well, Nintendo. And we would get it rented for 48 hours and straight 48 hours without sleeping, we would play.
Well, now, first of
And
all,
even
that's a
even
great
better, it's
story.
not even like one person. 4 or 5 kids
Oh no,
would
you got to
get
have a
together and
bunch, right?
rent it. Yeah, so it's cheaper to rent that way. Otherwise, it's like too much money and parents won't agree. So if there are 4 or 5 kids, and then every now and then, like we take turns, it's always a two-player game back then. So two players will be playing, four of
Wait,
them
so
will be like watching.
did you do like winner stays and
No, we
then
used to do
or
that, but
until
then
somebody got too
sometimes some
good?
people would never get a chance. So we basically just took turns.
These are
Yeah,
real
and
life
I think,
stories, people. This is so
yeah.
listen. So, well, actually, how about this, London? I'm gonna
hmm
guess that because experiences when you're younger, they will influence what our lives are like in the future. And
Oh
so I'm
yeah,
gonna say that
absolutely.
some of the people that were terrible at the video games and never got a chance, they're out there like doing it Lena Khan style, regulator style, being like, no, 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 turning into freaking Karens. But anyways,
Yeah.
I
Yep.
digress.
Anyway,
Um, okay, so man, lots of questions to ask you, but do you want to start with anything?
I think I'll start with one question that's on everybody's mind, especially on my side of the things, right? Like people are like, "Hey, we thought the stock market is going to go boom boom 2026. Looks like it's not happening. Now there is more turmoil. What's going on? What should they do? Should we sit tight? Should we pull out of everything, or should we divest or move into something else? What's the suggestion for those folks?
Wow, fantastic question, and it is one that I've been getting a lot, especially because
Yeah.
very few people, including supreme leaders, were expecting some of the war action, right? Is that fair to say? And so,
Yeah.
even though America is now energy independent, oil prices are
Mm-hmm.
still spiking. I went and filled up one of the vehicles today, and it was actually the most that I've ever paid. Now, part of that was due to inflation. Part of that was due
Yeah.
to the temporary spike in gasoline. So here's what I would say to people.
Mm-hmm.
I would say number one, um, these are going to be probably shorter term movements, especially if it's a spike
Yeah.
up, spike down. It's usually a shorter term emotional
Mm-hmm.
reaction, or it could be a structural reaction, like in case you're in war. But in terms of making moves, the first thing that I would do, the first move that I would make is because things are intimidating. And so how about this?
Right.
Let me use an example and use myself as uh I guess kind of like uh the guinea pig. So
Yeah.
before we recorded, I was asking Vandan the most embarrassing questions about such an amazing piece of new equipment that I got, but I'm intimidated by it. Because I'm
Yeah.
intimidated by it, even though it's wonderful, even though it's designed for people to not be intimidated by, I'm
Correct.
still like, man, I don't want to break it. I don't want to fuck it up. I don't want to use it the wrong way. I want to make
Yeah.
sure that and for that reason, I think that if you flip it and maybe you're comfortable with tech, but you're not comfortable with finance, maybe you have a
Correct.
401k and you don't know what the fuck you own. Maybe you see the number
That's
and you see a bunch of names and they look like good sounding New England names, and you're like,
well,
well, what the
well,
hell does that own?
well. Now it's not even that, right? Like they make it so weird. Like now it just says the name of this is the name of the fund, and
Yeah,
that's what
T.
you
Rowe
see now.
Price, T. Rowe Price
Yeah,
Growth
and
Fund or Fidelity's, something Yabba
exactly,
Dabba Doo Fund.
and because I have been talking to you a lot, I went and said, okay, let me take this name and see what's there in that fund. And I went and did a research. I'm like, okay, great. But most of them don't even know that they can do that. So I would probably say about 80% or 70% would basically log in and say, oh, there it is, my 401k is right there and it's at so much dollars. Good, log out. That's literally what everybody does.
Okay, and fair point. Very fair point, and I don't disagree with you. But how about
Yeah.
this? There's a now. First of all, I did not enjoy being a financial planner in my formal life. Right, like
Hmm.
before RPC was formed, I was working at a multifamily office, and I had a CFP, and I was doing financial planning. I was doing most of the research and the investing and the trading,
Hmm.
but I still had to be cognizant. Like all of those decisions were based on financial planning decisions that were made before. And
True.
what I realized is that there is a value. Like at first, I was like, well, wait a minute, I got a CFP. Why would I ever hire anyone to do this? So because I was young and dumb and naive, I was like, well, I probably don't need a financial advisor. No, everybody needs an everything.
Needs one, yeah.
If you are busy, happy, and are growing what you're doing, let me repeat that.
Hmm.
The only people that don't need help, quote unquote, you're not growing in one way,
Yeah,
shape, or form. You got too much time on your hands and not enough freaking
yeah,
results. But if you have a
that's
lot of
true.
growing results, then you need to hire all the help you can get that is ancillary to the results that you're getting. I almost broke my fucking lamp. Do you see what I'm saying? Let me
Yeah,
move
no,
this
I
out of the
totally
way.
get it. Yeah.
But I digress. Did I even answer your question? So, what should people do? Here's what
I-
people should do.
Yeah, what should people
A,
do? Yeah.
number one, go on your LinkedIn, and
Mm-hmm.
then maybe you could. There's probably, and maybe this is where we need your help. What are
Mm-hmm.
2 or 3 steps they could do to look at their friend circle, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn, people that they like know, people that they know if they're
Correct.
lying to them, and then they can figure out, well, are they in the industry? Because I would start there. I
Yeah.
wouldn't go to the advertisement. I wouldn't go to your neighbor, because that's like you're kind of rolling the dice, don't you think? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
besides me, have you hired one yet, or you're going to do that after your next bonus check?
I think I'm going to do that after my next bonus check.
Fine.
Now
I
that
got a
you have told me
great
that I should
guy.
get
I
one
got a
financial
great guy, but
planner,
you got to
yes.
move down to Florida, okay? But
Yep.
listen, I digress. So let me do
Yeah.
this. Okay. Great question, by the way, Vandan. All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Here's what people should not do. They should not
Mm-hmm.
overreact on
Yep.
the bullish side. They shouldn't buy a shit ton of oil futures because I think that Uncle Donald's got this shit on lock. So it
Mm-hmm.
might reverse very quickly. And commodities, man, listen, they move
Yeah.
fast in both directions. You understand?
That's true.
Here's what they also shouldn't do. They shouldn't just sell everything
Mm-hmm.
because then it's like a panic sale.
Yeah.
And now you've realized all your, or I should say, realized and recognized all your losses. Now, these are nerdy accounting terms, but
Yeah.
for our listeners, to realize something happens after a settlement, to recognize something, I think is
Mm-hmm.
maybe similar to a settlement, but more. I'm not an accountant, so actually, maybe that's the first lesson: is don't take any accounting advice from me. And we're not here to give advice. Here's what we are here to do: to stimulate the questions that maybe you
Yeah.
haven't asked or didn't think to ask, or maybe wanted to ask, and to get two sides of the equation. Right? That's why it's
Mm-hmm.
FinTech talk, because
Yeah.
I know about the finance. I'm scared of that tech. And Manizi Van Deezy, he has the opposite spectrum.
No,
Is that right?
yeah, that's right. But you did answer the question very well. I think that's good advice. It becomes like you already have a full-time job. Why are you now taking one more thing in your head to see what you want to do, where you want to invest? You need time for all those things. I
But how
think your
about
best
this?
advice was
Yeah,
go get a financial planner who will help you out.
but how about this though? Just because I
Yeah.
don't want people to make the wrong decision, and especially because I did mention the social media. Uh,
Yeah.
Now, I grew up with three girls. I know you have a sister, and one thing I've noticed is that girls, man, they have their heart right, feelings over facts sometimes. So they'll end up working with their friends who are
Yeah.
not good at their job. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Not all the time.
So
Yeah.
what I would do is anytime you are having a first, let's say, meeting with a financial
Mm-hmm.
advisor,
Mm-hmm.
if they already know the solution before they learn about you, red flag, get the fuck out of
Red
there.
flag.
Number two, if they want you to sign something, meeting one, get the fuck out of there, red flag.
Right.
Number three, if they are super in love with one logo and one company name, get the fuck out of there, red flag.
Yep. Yep.
Other than that, look at their eyes, the windows to our soul, and
Yeah.
see, are they lying to you? Are they trying to sell you something? Or can they relate, and do they actually have a realistic
That's
solution?
true. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good advice. That's always good advice.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Tell you what, it was a
I
pain in the
think
ass. You were managing more emotion than money.
I know. I know. That's the whole point, right? Like for so many years before I even understood how financial things work, there was like only one stock that I owned. That was Apple. Luckily, it worked
What a
out.
great stock to only own, brother.
Yeah. I mean, it worked out. It worked out. It allowed me to pay 10% towards my home loan when I bought my house. So, and it was the same thing. Like every month I would just put a little bit of dollars and just buy that stock over a period of time, kept buying, had
Oh,
some
so you were
money.
doing dollar cost averaging. Did you even know it was
Yeah.
called that? Like that's like
No,
the
I
Wall Street.
didn't. I didn't.
Yeah, you were just doing what we were taught to do. Put a little bit
Exactly.
away every
Away.
regular interval, right? Every
Yeah.
time you get a
Yeah.
little bit, put a little bit away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the oldest story, Babylon, right? The richest
Exactly.
man in Babylon, which is where
Exactly.
we get the whole tithing from. And this is BC story, guys.
Yep, and I think I can probably say that being an Apple fanboy paid off
Hell
because
yeah.
of that one little thing that I did.
Dude, next
Yeah.
round's on you. And thank
Yeah.
you, Vandan, for your time. It's
Yeah.
4:05. I know that you got a call in less than 30 minutes. Um, and I just got a bunch of headlines that I got to respond to and some correspondence. But thank you, appreciate you.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk again soon, sooner than later.
Yeah.
Don't leave, but I'm gonna stop the recording.